But the atmosphere wasn't as awkward as when we first arrived. After a long while, she suddenly spoke up, "Hey Jibachuang, thank you. Don't mention it, just doing my job for the pay." She was silent for a moment, then said, "Not just for today, but also for that time at my house. Thank you for not taking that 3.5 billion. That's just me being an idiot." I laughed mockingly at myself. If it happened now, I'd definitely take the money and run. "You wouldn't," she said firmly. "You're not that kind of person." I opened my eyes and watched the city lights flashing past the window. I'm not that kind of person. Even I don't know the answer to that. The next day, I became a legend in those circles. Everyone knew that bye-bye. Bingbing's side there was a man named Jiba Chuang, background unknown, acting recklessly and able to use just his mouth to make the eldest son of the Zhou family faint from rage on the spot. Some said I was a boy toy kept by Bai Ningbing. Some said I was a secret weapon invited by her. Others even claimed that I was actually the heir to some hidden powerful clan, out to experience real life. The rumors got wilder by the day. My brother, Jibata, because of successfully rescuing Boss Bai's assistant, received a 350 million bonus from Bai Ningbing. The way he looks at me now is no different from looking at a god. You're truly the pride of our G family now." He held the money, grinning ear to ear. "I'm gonna follow you from now on." Okay, I didn't bother listening to him because I was busy taking calls. My phone was practically exploding. All the callers were from numbers I didn't recognize, but they were all wealthy people. "Hello, is this Mr. Jibashuang? I'm Boss Lee from Daxian Group. I'd like to ask for your help with something. The price is negotiable. Hello, Mr. G. I'm Mrs. Wang. I suspect my husband is seeing someone else on the side. I want you to step in and help me ruin their little affair." That's when it finally clicked for me. That battle didn't just make me famous. It made me an absolute sensation. It seems I've accidentally unlocked an entirely new business niche. Professional troubleshooter, specializing in helping the rich solve the kind of messes they can't handle personally. I looked at the stream of unknown calls, then at the bank balance showing the 700 million Bai Ningbing had just transferred. I suddenly felt that this dilapidated apartment was starting to look a bit unworthy of my current net worth. I rented a proper office space. It wasn't huge, but the location was prime. I even registered a company with a very simple and direct name, the Trouble Destroyer Consulting Company. On opening day, it was just us two brothers. I'm the CEO and chief troubleshooter of the company. My brother G. Ada is the head of security and the company driver. Bai Ningbing sent a flower basket over. The card read, "Grand opening. May wealth flow in. Signed, your number one client." "Hey little bro, is this company of ours really gonna work?" Jibata looked around the empty office, feeling a bit nervous. "Don't worry." I sat in the newly purchased executive chair and crossed my legs. "We're going for the high-end market. We don't need a lot of sales. One big job can feed us for 3 years. As soon as I finished speaking, the office door pushed open. A lady dressed glamorously and dripping in jewelry swayed her way inside. "Excuse me, is this the Trouble Destroyer office?" Jibata and I looked at each other, both seeing the excitement in each other's eyes. "Our first real business deal has arrived." I gestured for her to take a seat. "That's right. May I ask what kind of trouble you're facing?" The lady sat down and immediately started sobbing her story. "My husband is keeping a mistress on the side. That little vixen is barely in her 20s, just a college student. My husband is so obsessed with her, he's lost his mind. He refuses to come home anymore, and is even demanding a divorce from me. So what exactly do you want us to do?" "I want that homewrecker's reputation utterly destroyed. Make her leave my husband of her own accord." "That's easy enough," I nodded. "However, our service fee depends on the complexity of the trouble. Your case falls under the family ethics category. Starting price is 1.75 billion. No problem, as long as you can solve it. Money is no object to me." She paid a 700 million deposit right on the spot. Once we saw the lady out, Jibata excitedly rubbed his hands together. "Bro, 1 billion. 750 million, we're gonna be filthy rich." "Stay calm," I said, patting his shoulder. "This is only the beginning. Go and dig up everything you can on that female student for me." Jibata was working hyper-efficiently now, in just half a day he brought back the files. "Her name is Lee. Lee, a student at the film academy. She really was quite a beauty. She loved posting selfies on social media, showing off her designer gear to look like a wealthy girl living a peaceful life. So what's the plan, Till? Sending people to the school to make a scene is too low tier." I shook my head. "To deal with this kind of green tea girl, you have to use magic to defeat magic." I told Jibata to register a new social media account. We used a photo of some random playboy found online as the profile picture, building an image of a mysterious returnee, a second-generation rich kid with a gold mine at home. Then I started using this account to like every single one of Lily's posts. My comments were pure green tea energy. "So beautiful. Are you an angel sent from heaven, Tick? Oh, that bag. I just bought one last month for my housemaid. She complained it wasn't good enough. The security at your apartment is trash. Want me to just gift you mansion in the city center? Think of it as a friendship starter. At first, Lily played hard to get and ignored me, but who could withstand my relentless money bombing? I had Jibata enter her live stream and drop gifts worth hundreds of millions. Lily's attitude did a total 180 instantly. She started sliding into my DMs, every word dripping with hidden intentions. I ghosted her for a few days, then asked her out to a high-end hotel cafe. Yeah, it's a hotel cafe. To meet up. Of course, I wasn't the one going. Instead, I hired an actor, a bald old man in his 60s, with a greasy beer belly. I made him wear a rented designer suit, rock a fake gold watch, and hold the phone logged into that young master account. At the meeting spot, Jibata and I sat at another table nearby to watch the show. Lily wore a sexy slip dress, looking flawless, and showed up right on time. When she saw that greasy old man grinning and waving at her, the look on her face was an absolute classic. Are you Long Aocean? Lily's voice was trembling. That's right, baby. The greasy old man squinted and smiled, his wrinkled face revealing a set of yellow teeth. I'm your one and only Aocean. Don't I look even more masculine than my photos? Lily's face turned pale green. She glanced at the old man's wrist, that shiny fake gold watch, then looked at the designer paper bag with the huge logo sitting next to him. Her expression twisted like she'd been constipated for 10 days. What's wrong, baby? Don't recognize me. As he spoke, he reached out to grab her hand. Lily yanked her hand back like she'd been electrocuted. Don't you dare touch me. She screamed, you fraud. Weren't you supposed to be a second-generation rich kid? Why do you look like this? I am a rich heir. The old man acted innocent. My dad has over a dozen properties from government buyouts. Baby, don't you worry about being with me. I guarantee you'll be living the high life. Come here. This is the bag I bought for you. It's the latest model. He handed over a high-grade knockoff bag. Lily looked at the bag and then back at the old man, feeling her entire worldview shattered in a devastating blow. If she really went with this old guy, she'd have to face that face every single day. She burst into tears, turned around and bolted without looking back. Jibata and I watched with our jaws dropped. Man, this move of yours is savage. Jibata gave me a thumbs up. This is what you call a precision strike. I took a sip of coffee. What she was after wasn't love in the first place. It was money. I just showed her the ugliest truth that can exist behind money. That's all. That very night, that lady called me up, her tone overflowing with joy. Mr. G, you're a literal god. That little vixen actually demanded a breakup with my husband today. She even returned all the gifts he ever gave her. She said she's going to find true love. The remaining 1.05 billion was quickly transferred into my account. The company's first mission was a perfect success. From then on, our company's reputation grew further and further, and the clients seeking us out became weirder and weirder. Some wanted us to help convince their son to quit his online business and come home to inherit the estate. Some wanted us to help test their fiancé to see if he truly loved them. There was even a star who wanted us to help create some harmless scandal to boost his failing career through notoriety. Jibata and I spent every day dealing with these strange people and bizarre events. It was exhausting, but also incredibly thrilling. I realized I was practically born for this profession. I could easily see through the weaknesses of human nature and then use the most direct and effective way and the most toxic way to solve their problems. Bai Ningbing became a regular at our company, but she didn't come to me to block romance anymore. It was to deal with a few rivals in the business world. For example, a rival company wanted to poach her core technical team. So I went undercover as a headhunter to approach the person in charge of that team, then painted him a massive pie in the sky, tricking him all the way to Africa to survey a diamond mine project that didn't even exist. By the time he realized he'd been scammed and returned with a pale, defeated face, Bai Ningbing had already stabilized the team. Another time, a competitor intentionally hoarded raw materials, trying to choke out Bai Ningbing's company. So I leaked a rumor saying that type of material was found to contain high levels of carcinogens. Overnight, the entire stockpile that the rival had hoarded was stuck in his hands. He lost everything. My methods got dirtier and dirtier, but my reputation also grew louder and louder within that circle. Many people were terrified of me. They said Jiba Chuang is a literal lunatic, a total demon who isn't afraid to do anything. They're right. I am a lunatic. But I know I'm not a demon. I'm just trouble. A bigger trouble that specializes in solving other troubles. Once the company was on the right track, I treated myself to a vacation. I drove that Mercedes back to my hometown. My parents were shocked when they saw me. They looked at my car, looked at the 10 million dong outfit on my body, and thought I had joined some illegal organization. It took me several days to convince them that their son is now the boss of a legitimate company. Even if the company's business is a bit illegitimate in nature, I bought my family a big house and gave my parents a massive retirement fund. Seeing the happy smiles on their faces, for the first time, I felt like money truly is a great thing. After returning from my hometown, The first thing I did was go find Bai Ningbing. I took the card she had given me, that black card with no password, and returned it to her. What is this for? She asked, surprised. I haven't touched a single cent of the money in here. Now I'm giving it back to you. She looked at the card, then back at me. What do you mean by this? Are you trying to draw a line between us? Hey, the name Chuang is engraved on this. Looking at her, I felt a bit nervous. My palms were starting to sweat. The company recently took on a new project. What kind of project? A marriage experience. The client is you, and the service provider is me. The service term is for a lifetime. I took a deep breath, dropped down on one knee. The service includes eating meals with you, arguing with you, helping you chase away all nuisances, and always being by your side whenever you need. As for the payment, I paused for a moment, looking straight into her eyes. The payment is you. So, CEO Bai, are you willing to hire me? Bai Ningbing was stunned. In her eyes, there was surprise, emotion, and that familiar amused look that she was trying to suppress. After a long silence, she reached out her hand. You jerk. Even a proposal sounds like a business deal. I slipped the ring onto her finger. It wasn't too big or too small a perfect fit. And so, Bai Ningbing and I got married. The wedding was very private. Only a few close people were invited. My brother Ji. Bada served as the best man and cried even more hysterically than I did. Zhou Kai didn't show up. Word is, after the incident where his secret crush was exposed, he developed social anxiety and hasn't stepped out of his house for a long time. My company continues to operate, and business is booming more than ever. Troubles come looking for us every day, but I'm not afraid anymore, because by my side I now have someone who can face every trouble with me.